Hey YouTube, this is the Robinhood investor. Hope you had a great week of trading. As always, I really appreciate your support. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to learn about investing, subscribe to this channel. Today I'm going to talk about Oracle stock, ticker symbol ORCL. Make sure you stick to the end of the video for my opinion on this stock. So Oracle makes, they're in the technology space. They make products and services that address all aspects of corporate information technology environments. And in terms of the business segments, it includes cloud and license, hardware, and services. So Oracle reported earnings last week, currently priced at $53 per share. Past year, down 5%, and past 5 years, up 22.96%. So the capital appreciation isn't that high, not really a growth stock, but they're a very large and steady blue chip technology stock. Market cap is $171.96 billion. P ratio is 17.57, which is relatively lower than other technology companies. Dividend yield is 1.79%. Now, taking a look at their press release earnings for this most recent quarter, this was June 16, 2020. So you can see their Fusion ERP cloud revenue was up 32% year over year, which is great double-digit growth. Their Fusion HCM cloud revenue up 27% year over year, also very solid growth. And earnings per share of 99 cents. Non-GAAP earnings per share of $1.20, up 3% year over year, and 5% in constant currency. And in terms of their fiscal year 2020 EPS is $3.08, non-GAAP $3.85, up 9% year over year. So overall, these specific segments in the cloud are very high growth, considering cloud is the future, and that is majority of Oracle's revenue. But in terms of the overall revenue growth, you can see that the quarterly revenues were $10.4 billion, which is down 6% year over year and down 4% in constant currency compared to Q4 last year. So overall revenue slightly down relative to last year, but in terms of the cloud services, it has been growing steadily. So you can see cloud services and license support revenues were $6.8 billion, up 1% year over year, and 3% in constant currency. And in cloud licenses, you can see an on-prem licenses revenue were $2 billion. So overall, this earnings this past quarter, year over year, it's very steady. It doesn't fluctuate too much. It's not like a high-flying growth tech stock, but it is their highest growing business is the cloud, and as you can see, it's double-digit growth. But overall revenue has been steadily decreasing. Now, taking a look at the earnings year over year, you can see very steady in terms of the green bar revenue, and the blue bar, which is the earnings, is very steady as well. And thankfully, it is profitable. Now, you can see quarter to quarter, it is steadily increasing. And the most recent quarter, it's the highest in the most recent quarters. Now, in terms of the key stats breakdown, as I mentioned, this is a profitable company. So trailing PE, price to earnings, is 17.66, which is relatively low compared to other technology stocks. And forward price to earnings is even better at 12.34. So you want this number to be lower. So the price it's trading at relative to how much they're actually earning. So the lower their number, it means they're a better price to earnings. Now looking at the 52-week change, it's down 4.12% relative to the S&P 500, which is up 5.17%. So slightly underperforming the market. Taking a look at the share stats, you can see that held by insiders, 36% is insiders hold the shares of Oracle versus institutions. 52%, over half, are held by institutions. So it's held by a lot of insiders and institutions. Now taking a look at dividend yield, forward annual dividend yield 1.79%, trailing dividend yield same thing 1.79. So it's a very solid dividend stock. Now, payout ratio is 31%. We typically want this number to be below 50% to show that it's sustainable. If this payout ratio is how much they're paying to their shareholders relative to what they're earning. So if this is way too high, that means it's not sustainable. But 31% is solid. So this is a very solid dividend blue chip stock. Taking a look at the profitability, very profitable. Profit margin is 25.94%. Operating margin is 36%. Management effectiveness, return on assets, 7.92%. Return on equity, 57.78%. So very solid financials. Income statement, you can see revenue is $39 billion. Quarterly revenue growth, as I mentioned, it's negative year over year. So it's overall it's not increasing, but the cloud business is growing steadily. Gross profit is 31 billion. Earnings before interest, tax, depreciation, and amortization is 17 billion. Net income is 10 billion. So overall, it's very solid income statement, even though the growth is not that high, but overall, great financials. Balance sheet is $43 billion. Great to see that cash position during these times to sustain their business. Total debt is 71 billion. Debt to equity, it's a bit high. For every dollar equity they have $563 in debt. And operating cash flow is 13 billion. And levered free cash flow is 9 billion. So overall, very profitable company. And I see this is a very solid blue chip stock that pays a steady dividend yield. It's not a high-flying technology stock, but it's one of those blue chip, stable, steady income payers in the technology sector. So if you want to have a steady income and have exposure to the tech sector, Oracle is one of the biggest technology companies, and their cloud business is growing in double digits. So it's great to see that kind of growth, but it's not one of those high-flying tech stocks. Would I buy this position? I do have exposure to it in my ETFs. So both my technology ETF and my Vanguard S&P 500 ETF has exposure to Oracle, but I don't plan on increasing or starting a position in Oracle stock anytime soon. That's all for this video. What are your thoughts on Oracle? Comment down below. Remember to use my referral links below, and both of us get $20 for using personal capital or free stock for using Robinhood. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to learn more about investing, subscribe to this channel. See you in the next video.